It's only.
I feel like they.
Why you have to be mad?
Sorry, what was that?
Is he Nashville? Am I close geographically?
They've
The
been cooking it
contracts.
up.
The contracts are coming in.
No one knows what he is. He's a big orange monster
What's
with
he?
googly eyes.
He's
and
a gritty.
Okay.
little.
The Florida League.
What do you think of Owen's bracket? Do you remember it?
It's hopeful.
Well, welcome to 27. Episode number 27.
The 27 Club. Oh, is this gonna be our last one?
Yeah.
What do you mean last one? Ever?
The 27 Club. It's like when all famous people die. We're famous, and now we're gonna die.
I've never
the
heard
podcast.
that term before.
Really? Oh, good. I'm glad Dean's got my back.
Literally first time.
Oh, seriously, look it up. 27 Club, like Jim Morrison and Jimi Hendrix and Amy Winehouse. Or no, she was really old. I hit on a few.
James
There's like a lot of sure, him probably.
Maybe not.
Belushi maybe was 27. I don't know.
Okay,
Basically, a lot of famous people.
That was enlightening.
Yeah, a lot of famous people die when they're 27.
Any hockey players?
I mean, probably.
Let's scroll.
Typically, it's from drugs. It's the point where you get enough money and get enough drugs that you can kill yourself with all the drugs you're doing.
Hockey players have money and can get
drugs. They can, but they're also doing athletics versus musicianing.
Sure. It's episode 27. Owen, Dean, and me.
It's the Green Podcast.
Welcome to the Green Loves Hockey Podcast.
Equipped with green nails.
They look more like black on the screen. They must be like forest.
Yeah, it's a dark green.
It's tough to tell, but I'll
Any
trust
meta
you.
green? No.
The audio listeners will trust you too.
Yeah, believe me.
Like, what do you mean green? We don't have colors in this world.
Oh, they have all the colors in their imagination.
Oh, we have to provide the colors, don't we?
Mm-hmm. All right, we got a weird week.
Hopefully they've watched all these calls we're going to talk about, where we can just describe them very well.
Yeah, right. Vividly describe from each of our perspectives in the controversial call corner.
We're in a bit of a weird spot as far as when we're recording and where the league is right now, and that we can't put out an episode based on the All-Star festivities until after they're over, which will be next week, and with kind of the bye week basically starting now. Like, there's 2 teams playing tonight, Tuesday, and then I think 1 team on Wednesday and on Thursday, and that's it. It's like, yeah.
We need 2 teams for a game, so.
Yeah.
You do, generally.
Well, I meant 1 game per day. Thanks.
You're welcome.
1 team playing another team.
We hope that the Red Wings don't show up on Wednesday and they just let us win. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be something.
But we found out last night that the Sens do somehow know how to do a comeback win, which was pretty cool.
They've
Down 3
actually been
goals.
studying the other teams as they've done it against the Senators all year.
As everybody gets comeback wins against us. Yeah, down 3 in the first. Corpy gets Mads gets pulled. Mads Sogard gets pulled, and I assumed Korpisalo would tend to the cage as he did previously in the Rangers game where we got shellacked 7-2. But instead, he got a mini shutout, a personal shutout.
Yeah.
A good job.
He didn't allow any goals against.
None. Sens come back, score 3 in the second for our best second period in my entire time watching the Sens, because that's our kryptonite. And then we win the game in OT with a nasty Claude snipe. So, insane. Never thought it would happen to us. I don't think we're going to make playoffs.
Time to make that playoff push.
We got to make a optimistic Owen.
.777 points percentage here on out to make suspected playoff pace, which is 26-8-4, I think, or 26-8.
The Oilers have been doing that.
Yeah, what's the number 1 team in the league's points percentage right now?
Is it 7? I don't think it's that high.
I don't think so either. And that's not looking good.
Well, we don't have to sustain it for a season. We just need to do it for the
724.
rest. We just, yeah, we just.
724, yeah. Time with
You guys were at 724 the
Vancouver.
whole time if you go month by month, right?
Yeah.
We got 30 whatever games left. We just got to win 20 lots of them.
Not eliminated yet.
If we win out, we'll definitely make playoffs. I can guarantee you that. If we win every game from here on out.
That's what the Oilers are doing.
Seemingly.
Actually, their schedule gets hard after the break.
It
It's gonna be a
seems
good
like
game when they play Vegas coming out of the
Oh
break.
my
'cause
God.
They hate each other. And
And-
Vegas isn't gonna
and
want them to get the
to keep
record.
the streak going. Where is
Well,
it? Is it
it'll be-
in Edmonton or in Vegas?
Vegas.
Ooh.
And I know 17.
That's
I forget if
tough.
it's tying second or it's not.
It's
for
tied.
first yet.
17 would be tied for first.
Tied with
Yeah.
first. Okay.
Yeah.
And now they're tied with Columbus, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, for
Tied
second.
with Columbus for second right now.
Yeah.
That was from the aughts, right? Columbus and the aughts?
No.
Or was it early
2016,
teens?
17, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Cool.
recently.
Yeah. I thought it was like more Rick
Oh yeah, it
Nash
must have
era.
been some time when I wasn't watching because
Right.
Yeah.
Because-
Yeah, I remember that.
It's the Jackets.
yeah. And that was kind of like right when we were really starting to ramp. At least for me, like starting to ramp things up. Like
16,
I didn't,
17. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't really, like I don't even know if I had the NHL app downloaded on my phone yet. You know, like I was watching games with Dean and watching Clarks and stuff, but I wasn't really, you know, Vegas wasn't in the league yet, so it was kind of just like,
Right.
oh, I'll watch whenever the Bruins are on. Like, yeah, I'm enjoying it, but no team yet, really.
Yeah, that was that Sens deep playoff run that I really started watching in that playoffs. And
You haven't been happy since.
it's been all downhill since then.
Yeah.
I mean, we had the beginning of that next season where we were good for like a month, and then we went to Sweden, and the team got cursed. And
I thought they got cursed when they had the Uber
The
video get released.
Uber video, yeah.
that was part of the curse.
That's their boat
That wasn't
pick for
great.
the Giants.
Yeah, right.
exactly.
Yeah, it was not ideal.
The cursed teams, they always have
If you
something.
don't know about it, it was a scandalous video that an Uber driver released from some Sens players, basically just trashing the organization and the coaches and like the whole shebang, basically just saying it's all a sham and everyone sucks and voicing their opinions. But they were some vivid opinions and some non-team friendly opinions.
It was
And,
big news at the time.
It was bad. It was bad. This was 2016, right? So it was a different time.
It's not that long ago, but like it kind of is. Like
8 years ago.
Yeah, like it goes by quick. It's not
Yeah.
4 years ago anymore.
No. 4 years ago. 4 years ago. That's 8. I can do kindergarten math.
Thank you, Owen.
That's what I'm
on
here
the topic of semi-cursed franchises, the Blue Jackets have had some issues lately. They just had Fantilli get hurt yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Laine's taking a leave of absence for mental health.
Yep.
And then also, I don't know if you saw this, but I think it's pronounced Juracek, their young defender.
David Juracek, yeah.
He was talking about how he's like wanting more ice time and I'm unhappy because I think he was like, I don't want to say promised, but like he was expected to have more NHL time this year and hasn't gotten it.
Yeah,
He's
I
like-
saw he was making like some of the comparisons to other like first round defensemen in that draft, like Korchinski, and I think Nemec too.
Was that Powers here?
No, it was just I think it was just last year.
Last
the
year was
young guy
Juracek,
and-
or I thought Juracek was 2 years ago.
I think it was last year.
The Bedard year? No.
Oh no, sorry, 2 years ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they drafted.
The years
they
keep
drafted
coming and they don't
They
stop
drafted
coming.
Fantilli last year. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think because that was their I want to say third
Second or third?
fifth
It was
overall
early.
or something like that. It was either 3, 4, or 5.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure of that. I would vote 5 because I don't think they had third twice in a
So
row. Oh, no.
pick number 5
Yeah,
in the 2022 draft is your guess?
Yeah. So anyways,
Dean, are you doing the math? Are you looking it up?
he was comparing
I'm trying to
himself to
figure-
other defenders in the league right now
someone
from that draft and saying, they're getting more time than I am, and on
The Slavkovsky draft.
similar build teams, I guess, like
Yeah.
Chicago with Korchinski. It's like, basically in the same boat.
Right, you're
Nemec,
going to be
not
bad.
really the
Give him some
same
ice
with
time.
Devils.
Yeah. But I also feel like kind of like Sanderson, right? Like we just have given Jake Sanderson a ton of ice time. He was a high draft pick. He's I think a year ahead of him or 2 years ahead of him because he was the 2020 draft.
So 2 years ahead of him, yeah.
Right. But since he left college, right? Because he stayed for an extra year in college. He didn't come right afterwards. He's only in his second season now, and he gets, I mean, so much ice time. He logged 27 minutes the other night. It was crazy. He's really stepped it up
Jeez.
again, which is insane. That he's 22, whatever, and is like our mainstay on the back end. I would happily keep him over Shabbat or Chikrin or both.
Damn.
Like if I had to choose between Sanderson or both of them, get rid of the old guys. Jake is the way he skates is insane. Like he's so smooth all the time. It's really cool to see.
Probably
He's like an
primed for a
American
breakout
Eric
next year.
Carlson. What?
Probably primed for a breakout next year, I
Oh,
guess.
for sure. With some more defensive structure, because that's how, like a lot of the numbers for defensemen, right? Is like, are you getting scored on? And when Korpisalo has the worst goals saved above expected, or goals, what was the stat? It was like he's given in the more goals than he's supposed to than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like the least, whatever
The
that
worst
stat
expected
is.
save. Goals
Worst
saved.
expected, yeah.
Goals saved above expected.
Right. Yeah, worst goal saved above expected because it's like negative 14 or
Bull-
whatever.
yeah, it's
Because he's
basically
let in
goals
far
below-
more goals below
below
expected.
expected.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So that doesn't make defensemen look good in any, no matter how good you are, right? You can be the best at the breakout and have a great point shot, but if you're just getting shelled in your own zone or everything goes in, like, can't help that.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can find some defensive structure. Who knows? It's all magic beans.
So we'll see what happens with Juracek, and I know, I can't remember which report, it might have been Pierre LeBrun tweeted something about how some of it, like, it's not that players don't want to go to Columbus, it's that they don't want to go to Columbus right now with the way that management and maybe some of the coaching staff is working out too. Like, I think a lot of people going into this most recent off season were expecting this kind of to be like the last like sort of hurrah for Kekalainen unless they really start making some promising changes, and I think after this year he's probably going to be gone and maybe they'll hire somebody more permanent than Pascal Vincent, who was just the interim guy because their guy didn't make it to opening day.
Yeah. Jarmo is the GM, right?
Yeah, Jarmo Kekalainen, GM.
Yeah.
Been there. I think
while.
he's been there since he's been the only general manager in Columbus Blue Jackets history, I think. I know that's
When did they join the league?
I know that's what Hines was for
They joined with Minnesota?
Yeah,
Like
2003.
Tampa was with us.
Yeah, Tampa
in
was with you guys. It was 2003 was with the
94.
Wild and the Blue Jackets.
Gotcha.
So they were the most recent expansion team before Vegas.
Right.
The only other move was Winnipeg, or the Thrashers.
When did
moving to
Carolina come in? Oh, they moved from
Hartford.
Yeah.
So they weren't expansion either.
A
A little history lesson for you.
Speaking of, did y'all already talk about the newest news on the Utah front?
We briefly mentioned it. Yeah.
The tweet that came out late last week.
Yeah, I think that may have been the latest thing that I've seen.
Yeah, I think it was in last week's episode.
Interesting. I mean, it would be, I think. No, it wouldn't be closer than Seattle to me. It'd be closer than Denver to me, though. It's not too far to get to Salt Lake City, and it's a pretty easy flight. So is Denver, but it'd be neat to see.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool place, so I'd like to go. But I got a lot more NHL cities to knock off first.
Right. But hey, seems like it's a never-ending list. They're just gonna keep making more.
Yeah, I'll never be able to catch up.
Right. The league's gonna be at 57.
We're growing too fast. Stop. I can't visit them all.
They're going back to Hartford again.
And then I gotta get more jerseys for each new team,
Right.
too.
Yep.
Oh, dear.
What a terrible, terrible curse you have upon you, Brendan.
Unless the Fanatics ones are really so terrible that I'm not gonna bother with them, which we'll see. I don't want to
Hopefully
talk
not.
about Fanatics right now. I don't want to get my blood pressure going.
Well, what do you want to talk about then?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. So one more thing on speaking of Yarmo, which we didn't mention last week. He's said that he's willing to talk about possibly trading, some of the bigger guys like Line and Provorov. Obviously, I think this was before Line's leave for mental health reasons.
Yeah.
So I'd
I can imagine
imagine
you'd say that after.
you don't trade him at this stage.
At this point.
But Provorov would be one, especially because they literally just picked him up in the off season. So they're clearly just trying to get assets and whatever the most valuable assets they have, they'll try to move. It sounds like, or at least listen in. They're probably not too. What's the word I'm looking for? Pressured, I guess. They don't feel a ton of time constraint, I guess, to move on from these pieces. But if they get the right offer,
Yeah. I imagine it might be some deadline stuff. Like if there's a buyer that, was looking for what they got, they might
really
sell. But
wants them, yeah.
yeah,
What do you think Columbus is looking for right now? Draft picks? Or like
I don't
prospect?
think they're at a stage where they should be looking for roster players.
right. But like I also you don't
Unless
want to.
It's like a young enough guy that you feel like if you missed out on somebody a couple of years ago that you wanted, and a team is like willing to maybe get a little bit more experienced in ready for playoffs, like maybe a Leafs or something where they have a younger guy that they wanted to draft a couple of years ago and they couldn't get him. They couldn't move up or move down, and the price is right. I think that's probably the what they would look for if they weren't gonna do just strictly draft picks. So that
I also imagine
Yeah.
they
That's
have
what
plenty
I
of
think.
cap space. They could also do like retain players' salaries and get picks that way.
they could
Yeah,
do that,
or like take
especially
on
with
bad
cap going
bad
up.
salaries.
Yeah, like weaponize their cap space as best they
Yeah,
can.
they have like
and
9 million.
sort it out in a couple of
It's
years.
a decent amount of room for being like in the middle of the year. 9 mil cap space. Oh, but I imagine having these people. I mean, I guess no one's on LTIR, right? Or do they? Is Line's money still against the cap?
Looks like there's no
I think so.
LTIR.
Yeah,
I
I don't think a leave of absence allows you
Counts.
They have,
to skirt the
as far
cap.
as
That
injuries
might
go,
get
they
abused
have
if it did.
Yeah,
like, I guess some of these people, that's history. Never mind. That's a lot of injuries, but it was over this whole year. Also,
last year, yeah.
Yarmo has been with Columbus or been the GM since 2013.
Oh, okay. So then I was wrong on that.
He was
Which
the
has
assistant
been
GM of
a
the
while.
Blues from 2005 to
He's been there for half the
2010.
time they've existed.
And he was the director of amateur scouting for the Blues from 2002 to 2010.
And he played too, right? Wasn't he in the league?
He was with the Senators from 99 to 2002, director of player personnel. I
Ooh.
don't know if
I don't even know
one
what that
year.
job would do.
he had
Yeah.
all his signings and stuff. I
I
bet
guess he didn't
Pat
know what it would
Friendly
do
does
either.
not have his playing career.
I could be wrong. Maybe he just played in Finland or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that could be. I heard that Vancouver also might be looking to move Zadorov, who they literally picked up this season, like during the season from Calgary.
He's huge.
Which, like, I guess they really just think somebody else might want him more, and I don't really know. Like, that's just a rumor, and we'll see if it actually comes true. But at least one insider reported something like that. It's like, yeah, that would be so strange. Like, okay, yeah, we knew he was a rental, so we're gonna rent him to you and get a little bit back.
Right?
Sure.
Weird.
We'll see.
And you think like on a winning team, you wouldn't want to like change too much.
I haven't really heard how he's doing there, so I don't know if it's just not working or what. But clearly, they think he still has value to other teams if there are talks about
Trying
him.
to shop it. Yeah.
I forgot Yarmo actually played for Clarkson.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, look at me. I
And
know
then
stuff.
he played 27 games with the Bruins
Ooh.
Sweet.
and 28 games with the Senators.
Oh, nice. He's
Oh,
a Sen
cool.
for life, baby.
That would be kind of a cool jersey to have, a Bruins or a Senators Kekalainen, and be very confusing.
That'd be a cool interview.
Especially if you
You think-
wore it like when they played the Blue Jackets or something. Like you
Yeah.
show up to a Bruins versus Blue Jackets game with a Bruins Kekalainen jersey. It's like
I wonder how many of those are out in the world.
Probably
I think not a lot.
maybe like one that he has.
The
Like,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I bet his family members might have some.
If you only played 27 and 28 games.
28.
That was also
Yeah.
so he came out of Clarkson, played 11 games in the 89-90 season, then played 18 with the Maine Mariners, and then the next year he played 16 in the NHL and 11 in the AHL, and then he was playing in Europe for a couple years until 93-94, played with the Sens, 28 games.
After he was director of player development in 92, 93?
No,
Was that
99, 2000.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, played
I was
28
like,
games,
what?
had a goal and 5 assists.
Okay.
And then played 18 games in AHL, and then played 94, 95 in Europe, and then that was it.
And here he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, washed up.
Elite Prospects has all of their
That's
DM
nice.
stuff too.
I think we could get him on for a podcast. Clarkson alum.
Yeah.
A workman needeth not be ashamed.
Yeah, well, he
Is that
might
what
not
it
be
is?
working too much longer if the team
Yeah.
doesn't start winning.
Yeah, he'll get fired, then he'll have plenty of time to come talk
Yeah,
to
exactly.
us.
They're
Yarmo, if
playing
you're listening to
tonight,
this,
so-
I'm sorry. You're probably not, but if you are, I'm sorry. Please come on the podcast.
Yeah.
But if you're listening, you probably should come on the podcast. Come on, you know you want to.
You already know about us. You love us.
You love us.
And we
You're
love
back
hockey.
again. And you.
Sure.
I got a
Whatever will get him
a
on.
text to the Google Voice number that my TurboTax code is a number, and
What?
don't share it with anyone.
Oh.
What?
I think
Wow,
someone tried to
how?
do their taxes and put in the wrong number.
That's funny.
Good.
That's pretty. Or they listen to our podcast and they're trying to troll us.
Yeah.
We got internet trolls. That's better than being famous as being infamous.
Sure. My one of my coworkers said he was gonna call in. He couldn't find where the number was posted, so he commented on YouTube. It's like, yeah, it's
Nice.
right in the description. He thought it was in the channel
Up
description,
there.
but it was in
Oh.
the video
You
description.
can put it
so
there, too.
I'm gonna put it in the
Put
channel
it
description.
everywhere.
Just make the name of the channel the phone number.
Oh, great! Yeah. It's like, oh man, where have the bread hockey podcast episodes gone? All I see is this weird number.
All I see is this phone
I
number
guess I'll
to
call
Denver. I
Somebody's
guess call and see what happens.
somebody's taken his thumbnails and posted them on their own account.
We need
Welcome
to
to the
record a
Greg
voicemail
Love
for it.
72050754996 podcast.
That's the one.
Thanks for having us.
Can you record a voicemail message for it, Dean?
I could.
Okay, we can when I come out there in March.
Sure.
What? It's
I
mine.
mean, you're gonna come out in March?
No,
Come visit.
maybe.
Then
You have
maybe.
Brendan on someone's phone on speaker, so it goes in speaker into the other phone.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
it's just like
Make it sound good.
super compressed.
Well, we could also just probably record a file of us talking
Yeah, you
and
could
just
probably upload a file. Yeah,
or just play it.
yeah.
Something
Oh,
like
well.
that.
Just take two phones and
That doesn't seem as good somehow.
what do you mean? It works perfectly.
Relying on the
Call
phone's
two different
microphone.
people. And, yeah. What
All
else
right,
do we got?
Well, what else? What else do we have? Please have something.
Let's get this train back on tracks.
How
Did you
about
guys
that
know that the-
controversial call corner?
Oh, yeah, let's get to that.
Okay. Thanks, Steve.
Oh
I don't
boy.
know. Well, yeah, there's just a lot of controversial calls this week, so we all
Yeah,
we
the
put
refs
them-
are on
we-
vacation too.
We put them in a corner, and we're gonna talk about them all.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just go down the list, starting with the Bertuzzi goal that was disallowed.
Okay, it's my first time seeing it.
Yeah. And this was the least.
Oh, never mind. I saw this one live.
And there you go. A couple days ago over the weekend, I feel like everyone on the ice thought it was a goal.
Yeah, should have been a goal.
There wasn't.
Oh
a
no,
lot
wait, shouldn't
there.
have been a goal.
Should not have been.
Yeah.
Why is that?
He started with his foot in the blue in the crease before contact, so he willingly put himself there. He's
Well,
in
he
the
got
goalie's
pushed
face, but he got pushed after. I don't know if he got pushed in. From what I saw, he was standing there, pushed into the goalie, which typically would
Really
result in
Close though. Like,
it not being allowed. But if you're already in the blue ice,
his toe is in the crease.
if you're, I mean, Buffalo lost a cup for a toe in the crease, right?
That was when the rules were different.
Toe in the crease is a toe in the crease. No, but it determines that that
Poor
means you're in the
Buffalo.
crease, right? Poor Buffalo. I'm just trying to win you over to my side, Brandon.
Of course, that's the only one that Dallas has won either.
Below
but
the heartstrings,
still.
yeah, right.
But at least they have one.
Rods, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like obviously it's a very very close call in the moment. It definitely looks like it should be no goal, right?
No.
Or no, it looks like it should be a goal because he pushes him into his own goalie. But I think because he got there beforehand, it shouldn't be a goal. I have to
He's
keep
like
it straight.
yeah, it's a tough one. I don't know.
Right? He's
It's
right
one of the
there
ones
on the
where I'm
edge.
like, I'm not very adamant either way. Okay, this overhead view, it does look like he's kind of on there. I
It's
don't
kind
know.
of in there, right? Like a little bit.
It's like a light shove from the defender, and then his stick is on the goalie's shoulder, and then there's a bigger shove.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of helping it along. Me later.
Right.
Like
The defender's definitely not pulling him
away.
away, right? But
We're saying Nylander when he gets pushed, he doesn't stand he just lets himself get pushed because he's going towards the goalie. So why wouldn't you?
Sure, he doesn't try and get away, which I think is also part of it, right? He doesn't try and make a move to avoid contact. He just
by the time that he gets out of the crease, like the play hasn't materialized yet. Still, like the puck is there, but he's not. I don't feel like he's hindering him anymore. Like he's not
It's like
in
the second push that kind of makes it affects the goalie, and then there's the reset time where it's
Yeah, I guess.
you have to give the goalie a couple seconds to get back in position.
right.
I guess that's fair. So the whole thing we're bringing up is because there was a similar play with the Oilers, which did count. So a lot of people were wondering what the
Watching that
discrepancy was. Yeah, I'm just this one.
Oh, and that one did count?
Yeah. So
where did his feet start though?
he gets pushed
Ah,
while he's in.
I don't know.
His heels further in than
His heels further in. I would say that I mean I think that's a cross check in the back.
Yeah.
By
It also
Goodbranson.
looks like he just is oops, I'm falling into the goaltender.
Yeah. No, I don't think that one should have counted. I don't think that goal
I
for
think
the Oilers should
it's
have
more
counted.
you just want consistency with the reffing.
Yeah. No, that's definitely upsetting that goes either direction. But I think that just shows how that gray area in the middle of that call, right, where it's tough to figure that out.
Yeah.
It sounds like what we're saying, or at least what you two are saying, is that they got both of the calls incorrect, and that the Oilers' goal should have been disallowed, and that the Leafs' goal you also thought they should have been disallowed. So
I don't think either should have been goals.
okay, so then only one of them was wrong then.
in my opinion.
Just the Oilers one was wrong, you're saying?
Yeah. I feel like in the moment watching them just like
Yes.
as two isolated events, I'd like them both reversed. But then as far as consistency goes, like
Right?
Just the Oilers be disallowed, and then they're both disallowed.
yeah, but like I guess I don't like either. I don't like either of them.
But I also think that the Oilers one was much closer in time to the goal being scored versus the Leafs one, which I think was some of the problem you had with it, Dean. Right? Was that it happened, but then it felt like it took but it took a while, right, for then that goal to happen. Which, I mean, obviously that's the tough part, right? Is that not every play is the same.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see this next one. This Tavares.
Yes, that was
while
just
you
the
watch
first
that,
one.
Just watch the first like couple seconds and just keep an eye in front of the net. But what were your opinions on the goalie interference ones, Brendan? What would you have
What?
called?
The ones we were just talking about.
Yeah.
At first, I wasn't sure. I thought that maybe the Leafs one should have been allowed and that they both were fine. But after watching it again and going over it with you guys, I think that it looked like there was enough, I think, for both of them to not be goals. So I'd have to concur. At first I didn't think that the play, especially for the Nylander one, I didn't think that was enough to really warrant being interference. But I think, like you guys said, that they have to be able to get enough time in between that second pad push to reset and make the save. So I think that's probably what I would go with too.
Okay. And for our listener-only crowd, I'll just explain this next one we're looking at. Is in the same game, John Tavares on the power play is in front of the net, and his stick gets slashed, and he looks to the ref, asking for a call. The ref's arm stays down, and then Tavares leans on his stick, it snaps in half, showing that it was weakened, and then the ref puts his arm up and calls a penalty for the slash.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Naturally.
I don't. Naturally. I mean, it's hard. It's hard.
We'll get to that.
You can't tell me that's he's embellishing it, right? It's like flailing on a trip. Oh, you slashed me so hard my stick broke.
But didn't you just argue the same point before we started, that you said that if you trip, you should be allowed to flail? We have got to go back to that because he absolutely argued the exact
I don't know what you're talking about.
Point earlier.
I don't think you should be able to get an embellishment call and a penalty on the same play.
I mean, if you flail in the air or something, okay, you really wanted us to see that you got tripped. Technically, you got
if
tripped,
your feet get taken out from under you,
it's not up to you.
Flail as hard as you want. I don't know what you're talking about.
Now just because it's the Leafs? No shot. Oh my god. You're such a slime
I don't know
ball.
what you're talking about.
You're such a Leafs
I just
hater.
hate the Leafs. I'm such a Leafs hater.
I hate the Leafs too, but I have to give them their credit when credit is due.
If the Leafs have 100 haters, I'm one of them. If the Leafs have one hater, it's me.
Oh my
god.
god.
No haters, I'm dead.
I didn't watch the video because I didn't want to play another segment of audio like I accidentally just did just now with the
you can mute the YouTube video.
One. Yeah.
Before you hit play, you can hit
I mean, I don't know. I guess it should have been called, but also it's just it feels like you're really begging for it.
Oh, they're describing it. Oh well, I can't hear what they're saying, but
yeah. Basically, he's standing there. He gets smacked.
Well, so they talked about this on the 32 Thoughts podcast and reached out to a referee, and they said the referee said that the thought process was the ref on the ice saw the slash and it seemed like it didn't affect the play, so he didn't do anything. But then when he realized that basically Tavares had essentially been eliminated because without a stick you can't do anything on the power play. Once he realized it had affected the play, that's when he put his arm up. So it's kind of like if there's like a tripping call, and it doesn't affect possession or something. Sometimes the ref will wait and see, like wait a second to see if it's worth calling. So it's kind of in that vein.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if it happened to my team, I'd be pissed off if that didn't get called. So.
But the thing that drives me crazy is when a stick gets slashed and the player drops it and it gets called. Like, it doesn't even break. It's just you knock it out of someone's hand and they call that a slash.
That's dumb. Hold on to your sticks better.
I also agree, like, a slash should be
unless
called
you hit them like in the hands.
Well, sure.
But
like,
if you just hit their stick,
called based on how like heavy. If it's a slash, right? Like it's not. It shouldn't be if the stick is dropped or if it breaks because there's like certain points on the stick that'll break easier than others. It's just.
But you're not allowed to just like gently place your stick on top of somebody else's then, because that's you're slashing it. Because they're saying if velocity doesn't matter and force doesn't matter, then you'd also get called for a gentle one.
Well, that's hooking.
No, I mean like when it's down on the ice and you're like, because that's what these plays are, right? You're stick checking the guy's stick down, and you're snapping it when you hit it too hard or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it just the call should be based off the action, not the consequence. In the case of what happens with the stick. I mean, sure, with like injuries, you have double minors and stuff. With like,
but with a trip, it's based off the consequence. The action is you put your stick in front of them. It's their fault if they want to fall down or not, right?
I don't think that's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same thing either.
But with the Tavares thing, I mean, it's smart play by Tavares, like showing that his stick's broken. Like, it'll be interesting to see if this like sets some precedent where if players get their stick slashed, they start leaning on it and like
Because what's to say that he doesn't just like lean on it hard enough and he knows that his whatever flex stick is gonna snap if he leans this hard when he puts his hand in the right spot? Just an automatic penalty after you feel like you get a hard slash, you just lean and push.
I think
they might see that in real time, like see the effort that he's like. I know you're probably puck watching most of the time as the refs, but like there's got to be somebody that's like looking at what he's doing
and
before,
realistically, it's not gonna
before
be
he does the call. You know, it's like okay, we saw you like intentionally snap your perfectly good stick or whatever. Or like,
I mean, nothing in the rule book about a stick breaking. It's a slash or it's not. I'm sure in the rule book it's defined of what a slash is. It should be called that way. I don't think this should be a slash.
Fair.
On to the next one, or any other thoughts?
No, I think
I'm satisfied.
The other one's a weird one too, because this also isn't in the rule book, where basically this was in the Vancouver-Columbus game a couple days ago.
This happens right
Corrali
at the very beginning.
Got hit into the boards by Tyler Myers, and then I don't know who came in and hit the player next to Corrali, but that player got called for the penalty, and then the refs reviewed it and ended up getting the correct call and calling Tyler Myers for the original hit on Corrali. So he got a game misconduct for elbowing and a 5-minute major. But I don't think I've ever seen like someone else get called after the fact. Like they've gone like reviewed for like a high sticking penalty if it's like a scrum to see whose stick it was. But this was like the penalty happened, they called one player.
That's a dirty elbow.
Went back and reviewed it and were like, oh, it was actually Tyler Myers, and went and switched
Interesting.
It. So, I mean, again, it's not like in the rules that you can or can't do that, but like I guess it's good that they made the right call, so I really don't have a problem with it. I just thought it was more interesting than controversial, I guess.
I wouldn't call that one controversial, but it's interesting. The next part, they show Cole Sillinger getting hit in the butt with a puck, which is pretty funny.
I feel like I've seen them do maybe not this exact scenario, but like they realize that they got the wrong guy, but I think it's probably pretty rare. I don't know if this is the first time it's happened, but
I mean, I think getting this far and then switching it, because I've seen it also like one guy's like going to the box and then they get the right number or something, but I don't know. It just seems
the fact that he's like already in there and like for a while. And they look at it for a while, and they're talking to him, and he's like, "I didn't do anything."
They like reviewed it and like looked at the replay to find the right player, which is more like normally if it's a discussion where they huddle and they talk about it and then make the call. But it's like
just like they needed to actually look at the video.
It was actually under review. Like they had the whole thing with like the three panes, the two coaches, and the ref in the middle looking at the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, I would probably say that I don't think I've seen that before. So yeah, you're probably right.
But
Interesting.
also, I mean,
And
for a 5-minute major, you want to make sure
game.
you get the call right.
Yeah,
so.
and
Again,
that
I have no
probably
problem
had
with
something
it.
to do with it. I think if it was just a regular 2-minute boarding call, they probably wouldn't scrutinize enough, or if they did, they would have either just done what you mentioned, just a quick three person huddle or whatever, or four, and determine who it was and then be done with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, seeing the way that he brought that elbow around, that was pretty dirty play. Yeah, glad they made the right call, but
Yeah.
I feel bad for the other guy who just got trapped in the box for a while.
Yeah. Hey, Owen, your turn.
Last one.
Ian Cole, I think
2
it
games
was.
in a row. Sens get called for embellishment on plays where they also get a draw penalty, which to me already feels weird. But
That's when it happens.
I do. That's right. But I guess it just makes it harder for me to believe. Like, yeah, I gotta really be embellishing it if you're also getting penalized. I feel like the first one was a trip by the Rangers on, I want to say, Joseph. He was not happy about it. They basically just said he went down too easy. And then the next game, Ridley Gray gets called for one when he's in on the rush. He takes a spear to the groin, blade pointed up, so it's just like up into his sensitive parts,
nether regions,
and goes down like a lump of bricks. Doesn't flail, just falls hard and slides with the stick still, but against his stick, and then gets called for an embellishment after falling hard because he got nut tapped at full speed.
That's
Not
right.
sure how else he was supposed to react. Granted, it was a quick play, a bang play, but maybe don't call an embellishment that fast until you maybe get a little bit more of an idea. Because the coach, Jacques Martin, was incensed. He was mad. He was livid. He was cussing at the refs, demanding that they come talk to him, saying he got hit in the nuts. Please. Why? All the panel that was talking about it on NHL Network were all on our side as well. That should not have been an embellishment. But I think it's just one of those situations where ref's not paying attention, sees it, happen fast, and like, oh, he fell so easy when a stick went up high between his legs, and it looked kind of like a trip. They ended up calling him on a slash and an embellishment, which is weird if you watch the video, like the angle of the stick, I would call it a spear more than a slash, but whatever. We ended up
You
winning
heard
the
my
game.
first thought too. I thought it was embellishment until I realized like where the stick ended up.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
in
you
real
said
time,
it.
it looks like it's just kind of between his legs, and he just like. Or first, I thought it was even like somewhere just around his chest or like under his arm. It looks like he's like went down with it.
I think from the angle that the call, like the referee who made the call saw it, that's why they thought like that it was just not nearly as severe as it was, and then seeing the angle from the other side of the ice, or from down ice, you could see he definitely got
right. But that like back
in.
behind him angle, it you can't really tell what happens until you look the other way and you realize just straight up into his crotch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever. If it hopefully it'll just piss the team off, and then we'll play better.
Yeah, we
could use some playing better.
Win 36 games straight. That's all you got. That's all you got left.
Easy. Start with Detroit tomorrow.
All you have to endure.
Eat some pizza in Little Caesars Arena.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Detroit style.
Thanks for the laugh, Dean. Appreciate it. I tried. That was Controversial Call Corner.
Inaugural.
Thanks for stopping by. Inaugural? We're only doing it once a year?
I think initial or what? First time, I guess. What's the word?
Bicentennial.
What? That's every 150 years, isn't it?
200, I think. Bicentennial.
Sequicentennial is 150.
I understand because like bi-weekly can be either twice a week or every other week.
Or 2 times a week. Yeah, that
Mm.
The
it's
bicentennial every 50 years or every 200?
200, I think.
I think it's 50.
Centennial, well, cent isn't cent 100.
But bi is half.
It's 200.
Ah,
Thank you.
bi is not half. Bi is 2. Like bicycle. It's not a half cycle.
You're right. I don't think they use half for anything. Why would they do that? That just makes you do more work, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
Like trying to figure deduce what it is, like just
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know, whatever.
Or I mean, instead
No.
of half, you'd do twice in a given time.
Yeah, but there's no reason to divide like that.
Or like a flower that comes up twice a year. That would be weird, but I don't know what you'd call it. Biannular. No.
You keep thinking on that. We'll keep talking about something else.
Talking about what? What's
Hockey
next?
related.
Do you guys know the Blues are in a playoff spot?
I did see that they've been sort of floating in there for a little while. They've been in the wild card spots for a
They're
bit.
good goaltending.
Yeah.
No.
I did see Bennington was in if they were gonna have a best on best in the next couple of years, as far as the number one Canadian goalie, some people were floating Bennington's name around.
I
Which
heard that too.
probably not my first vote, but
Isn't Otter Canadian?
no,
Or is he an
he's
American?
I think.
Oh, nice.
Stuart Skinner was one that was also being brought up, and I know somebody in the replies said Aiden Hill, and I'm like, well, yeah, that's probably not a bad
I would take
pick.
Aiden Hill over Stuart Skinner.
I mean, Stuart
or...
Skinner's been doing really well on this win streak. He's actually
Well,
got really good numbers. He's got a 945 or something.
That's impressive.
So
and the NHL's still hard.
it's
but
hard for me
Connor
to
McDavid
discredit
really
that, but yeah. I think at least going into the season, I wouldn't have said Stuart Skinner or Bennington. If I was going to say number one goalie, it would probably be Hill or maybe Jari, but I really don't like Jari. So at least me personally, I wouldn't pick him. Anyways, that's all about the Blues.
Nice. You're welcome, Justin.
They are they're okay, I guess. We'll see if they stick it out, if they're depending on how they're feeling at the trade deadline, what they do, if they're buyers, sellers, don't really do much, and just see how the rest of the season with the new head coach works out. Whatever happens, happens, sort of thing. Yeah.
Just float.
They're just floating along. We're just going to let the wind
That'd be
take
nice.
us. If we take us into the playoffs, sure, whatever. No big deal. Very laissez-faire attitude over there in Missouri.
Yeah, very chill.
Midwest.
Yeah, I guess.
What
Yeah.
else would you call it?
I'd almost say, technically, yeah, but I would say it's more Great Plains than a Midwest. Midwest to me feels more like Chicago and that.
But
over
that's
there
not.
more.
But that's
This feels
further.
more-
That's further east than Missouri. I mean, very slightly, but it's,
Sure, right.
It's more north.
I call it mid.
Yeah, mid.
Mid. I mean, it is the middle.
Mid central. Most of the
that's
the
pretty middle.
Midwest are really not that west. It's a weird
Well,
term.
but it's in comparison.
and a lot of people.
The term was developed when there was less West, right?
Yeah, well, it shouldn't be that term anymore, is what I'm saying. Or there should be more distinct groups. I feel like the definitions for everybody are very different.
Yeah.
If you're
There's a
if you're
college in
Canadian,
Chicago
you're probably
called.
what?
Well,
what are
yeah,
these
they have no
guys?
clue. There's a college in Chicago called Northwestern because it was in the northwestern part of the country at one point.
Hmm.
It's not anymore. It's in the middle, on the east middle.
East middle. The Middle East.
Let's go.
Shout outs.
No. I saw a funny to get off topic. I saw a funny meme the other day that said
The now get off
Rednecks
topic.
and if Rednecks and ISIS just sat down one time together, they'd probably realize they have a lot in common, and that scared me.
That's
But
nice.
you're welcome. It's my joke of the day.
All right, we'll cut
It wasn't
that.
funny. Thanks.
That's
That's what I was hoping for. What's next?
I guess we'll touch on this since we haven't yet. A little bit more information for the sexual abuse case for Hockey Canada, just coming out with the 5 suspected players that we reported on last week have officially been arrested or called in or what have you.
I think arraigned is the term.
Yeah, I didn't know if I saw arraigned, but I wasn't sure. Either way, they multiple lawyers representing the alleged abusers have come out and confirmed that their clients have been arrested or whatever, and I think all of them are pleading not guilty, so they're not going down without a fight, but pretty much confirming the suspicions that we've had since the leaves of absence have been announced.
Yeah. I also saw that it's unlikely that it'll go to trial before 2026, just
Wow.
because of the speed at which these sort of cases go.
I did not see that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, these players are not going to be
No,
playing.
their professional careers are done.
Yeah. So one, I guess, bright spot here is I actually just had talked about it earlier today in the group chat that I realized that one of my Flyers jerseys, my reverse retro 2.0, is a Carter Hart that I just bought from somebody else, and so I was like, oh great, now I have this I gotta deal with. But one of the customizers who also does they also strip jerseys and recustomize them or do whatever. Liberty Bell Jerseys has announced that they'll strip for free the jerseys with the players' names mentioned. So that you just have to have a minimum. I think it's $35 donation to a charity that supports or an organization that supports sexual abuse victims. So that's pretty cool to turn something, pretty negative into at least hopefully something as far as change. And I'll probably take him up on services. He's actually customized one of my jerseys before, so
Oh, nice.
yeah, pretty cool. Glad I don't have to really worry about that anymore because it's
Bring out the duct tape.
not really something I want to advertise that I'm a fan of.
Fair enough. Yeah,
I
no,
probably
fair.
won't be going to any
Understandable.
Philly games anytime soon or wearing that in public, but either way.
Regardless. Oh, fair. Good on you. I feel like there's a lot of people that would just be like, I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Even with, free with the charitable donation or regardless, right?
Yeah. Some people have some pretty creative or silly ways to just draw. Yeah, they duct tape and write someone's name in Sharpie or whatever.
Change the letters.
Yeah, you just do a shoddy little thing because I don't want to have to do all this work for this whatever $200 jersey potentially that you bought.
Yeah. That's the tough part. It's so expensive.
Yeah. So that's the latest on that, and I expect we won't hear a ton more until we get closer. Maybe other names are mentioned, but that's where we're at. So
yeah, I imagine it'll be pretty sparse going forward here.
Yeah.
Occasionally an update, but it seems like things are happening, which on the legal standpoint, which is all that I guess I was really hoping for, was that things are going to happen and people would be prosecuted for crimes.
Yep.
No argument there.
That's the endorsement of the Bread Loves Hockey podcast. People should be persecuted for crimes that they commit.
Yeah.
Prosecuted, not persecuted.
Right.
Right.
Thanks for the distinction. And just some other injury news. So Hedel with the Rangers is out for the remainder of the season. Sounded like a concussion, but I didn't. They were initially saying upper body, but I think it's something to do with the head. So that's tough. He's still relatively young. So that's a tough loss for the Rangers and for Hedel. So they expect him to be back for next year, which is good. But these things can change quickly. And then Jack Quinn for the Sabres is out 8 weeks. I didn't see what the injury was for that one, but that was the time frame. So another blow for Buffalo, who probably aren't going to be able to get it done this year again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough.
It
But
gives us a
also-
chance.
Another tough Buffalo year.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Owen's like, I don't care.
Somebody else in the Atlantic that we don't have to pass in the standings, perhaps.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're not like lying over and dying, but
No. But you don't have the same caliber player to replace him.
need all help that they can get.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously it's a bummer. You don't want to see people get hurt, especially not young players like that, right? Who still have so much career in front of them.
Yeah.
But that is just the way it goes. Players get hurt, and sadly, the game keeps going. You wish you
Yeah.
could just like pause and let them get better, and just keep going with them. But
The league waits for no one.
nope,
McDavid got hurt his rookie year, and it didn't slow him down too much. So
not at
hopefully
all.
these other rookies will bounce back just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And sort of in injury news, so Barzell is officially replacing Jack Hughes as part of the skills competition and being at the All-Star game. So I think he was already going to be there, but he's replacing his spot for the skills competition specifically. And so Jack will still be there. He's still going to be like co-captains at the draft with Quinn, but he's not going to participate with anything like on the ice.
Oh, right.
So
Right.
he's just going to be a personality, basically. I'm sure they want
Like Brady was the other year.
Yeah. So, that's the latest on that. We are supposed to be hearing which players are going to participate in the first 6 events of the skills competition during the Senators game tomorrow. They just announced
I didn't know that
before we started.
That's
so,
cool.
we don't have any news on that yet, but it'll be tomorrow, and obviously the skills or everything will be done. I think by the time this video comes out, anyways. Or, well, they have anything. They have the game on Sunday, so I guess that won't have happened yet. But.
The most exciting part. Everybody loves it.
The game's
They
on
try
Saturday.
so hard.
Oh, the game is on Saturday.
This year, I think they're doing the draft Thursday night, the skills comp Friday night, and then the game Saturday.
Oh, okay.
I like that better.
Yeah.
Put more stuff at night when I can see it.
Get a day to recuperate.
Oh, also, I don't know if they fixed it, but another complaint about the NHL app, when you are on the normal schedule and you scroll to the games, when you get to the they did fix it. Oh, good. When you get scrolled to the All-Star Skills Comp or whatever, a pop-up would come up, and the only options were more info or tickets or something, but you couldn't close it. So you had to close the whole app.
No, I think I saw that pop up, and there's a X in the top right corner that was.
I'm saying when it first happened, a day or two ago.
Yeah, this happened to me a couple days ago.
Okay, because maybe I just found the X this time, but
I think
never happened to me.
I think it was just way to go, Owen, because you don't have the app anymore.
I would never.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I also saw that, and I was like, dude, really? I was like, oh, okay, there it is.
I don't understand though. So for Thursday, it has one game at 6 p.m. Team King versus Team Kloss.
That's the PWHL 3v3, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And when is that? Sorry.
That's Thursday at 6
When?
p.m. Central or
nice.
Mountain Time.
Oh, nice.
So 8 Eastern.
7 Central, 5 Pacific.
Keep it going.
Good job, guys.
2-ish in Hawaii.
Two-ish.
Is it Newfoundland that has the half-hour thing, or is that Prince Edward Island, or?
No, that's Newfoundland.
Yeah. Okay.
But then there's also the Atlantic time before that.
Maritime, or whatever.
Because they're that much further east than even that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some Sens fans that are way out there that tweet about how late the West Coast games are for them. It's like a 1 a.m. start time or something.
Brendan complains about that with Vegas all the time.
Oh yeah.
Pick a team in your side of the world. I think if Utah got a team, they'd probably be my West favorite.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're like technically closest to Seattle, aren't you?
Yeah.
But you don't really vibe with them.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been.
Well, maybe
I've
if
been
you
to Salt
go,
Lake City.
if you go, you might change your mind.
Yeah, and I'd have to see what their jerseys are like, because I like the Seattle jerseys, but the colors aren't like totally my jam. Like and I guess just like in my head, I can paint a beautiful Utah jersey. It realistically won't happen that way. But
Oh, really?
yeah, my brain jersey is really cool.
We'll have to get you to submit a drawing or something with what's in your mind.
I can do that.
All right, great.
I'll work on that. I'll send it to Dean before this episode comes out.
Perfect.
We can include it
Microsoft
here.
Paint.
But no, with
Scanned it.
my
Or you got a
colored
tablet?
pencils.
Wait, do you at school you should have your kids draw jerseys?
Oh, there you go.
They're all football fans, and they're kindergartners. Are you kidding me? I can't get them to write the letter U 10 times. I can't get them to draw a jersey. Well, we don't get to have fun there. This isn't high school. Ugh. Yeah, no, it was a struggle. I got kicked today in the shin. Multiple times.
It happens.
Rather me than one of the other kids getting kicked.
There.
Eddie scratched me pretty good on my hand.
Jeez.
Damn.
But
Yes,
I don't get paid to
Work from home struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that didn't happen today, actually.
Did you fake cry at the cat to make it feel bad so that it wouldn't scratch you anymore? Because that's what we have to do with the kids.
I don't think it works on him. He's pretty ruthless.
Damn. Doesn't work on the kids either.
Yeah. Oh, these Gen Alphas, they're tough.
They're not. I mean, not even these kindergartners were born in 2018.
That's what I'm saying, I think that's still considered
I think that's even
Gen
past
Alpha.
that.
It's unnamed.
Whatever next is.
Beta is starting this year.
Beta. That's crazy.
That's what I've heard. I don't know.
Beta tester.
The whole.
Do you guys consider yourself Gen Z or millennial?
I mean, I feel like I identify more with millennials, but technically, I think according to the cutoff, I'm considered.
I think
Gen
we're
Z.
technically Z.
They moved it back and forth, but I think they settled on 96 or 97.
Yeah, 96.
96 is what I heard. I associate more with Z because I have a younger sibling, and so I feel like my interests and things that I viewed were skewed down in age, right? Rather than being pulled up in age to watch and view and take in the world from an earlier perspective, if that makes sense.
I think I kind of have the best of both worlds. Like I know all the TikTok slang and all this stuff, but I'm also I don't know, can
I can
identify
do my
with millennials.
Texas.
I feel like to the other generations, it's like the opposite. Where millennials, they think I'm very Gen Z, and Gen Z thinks I'm very old.
Yeah,
that's part
right.
of being on the cusp, right?
Yeah.
We're either the oldest Gen Zers or we're the youngest millennials.
Yeah, so it's kind of a weird
Zillennial
crossroads sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is 95 to 98, 99 is zillennial, I think, technically.
Yeah. I guess that's
basically just the gap in the middle.
Yeah, best way to describe
a little bit of both. And I think as we keep going, those terms are going to shorten. The time ranges are going to shorten that or for each generation.
Yeah, probably.
Because things are going to happen so fast, and it's going to I don't know. I feel like it's history is picking up speed. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
We're in a crazy world. Hockey.
It's only getting crazier. It's going up fast.
How about we? I have a game prepared. Unless Dean, you want to talk about the rules? Thing. We could save it for another time.
I have a great question first before the game.
Okay.
Sorry. Give me a top two. Actually, let's make it a top.
Hockey was played upside down.
No, even better question.
Oh really?
Top three favorite extraterrestrial places to play hockey. Where would you want to go play hockey that isn't Earth?
I would do two of the extremes. So do like Jupiter with like super high gravity and super low gravity to like
Sure.
compare. So like Jupiter or like somehow on like a neutron
So
star.
where on Jupiter would you put the ice?
Just right
Where
in
in the clouds would you put it?
right under the big eye looking thing.
Yeah, the spot, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we've got the ability to go out there, I think we can make a hockey rink floating in the middle of Jupiter work.
Or like on the
Fair.
rings maybe.
On the
Or
rings.
Saturn.
Sure. That would be really picturesque.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
And
That'd
aren't
be,
the
like,
rings
be almost
like
at Tahoe
really
level.
cold too?
Well, the rings are cold because it's space.
Yeah. Well, like
Because it's-
I think Jupiter is like, aren't the gases really hot?
I mean, the center of it, yeah. The edge of it's going to be cold.
I don't remember
Because of, like,
that much about
aerodynamics.
astronomy, so
The top
I think it would
three.
go to Titan, the moon of Jupiter, because it's already icy.
there
Just
you
go
go.
play hockey there. Or Pluto.
Do
I
Whatever
would
it's
say
on
our
Norway.
moon just for like the classic, you know. You gotta
Yeah.
go back to our moon. Why not?
Yeah, the moon. The moon would be
Yeah.
sick, right? Go play hockey on the moon.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
Um,
I said Krypton.
Krypton.
Yeah.
That would be cool. The ice would be green
Yeah.
because it'd be kryptonite. But you wouldn't be able to skate because skating technically doesn't. They don't stay on top of the ice. They melt the ice and they slide on the melted water.
Hmm.
You can't break kryptonite, so
Can you
that'd
melt
be
it?
hard to skate. Right? Can you melt kryptonite? What's the melting point of it? How much friction do you need to put in a kryptonite for it to melt?
I have no idea.
You guys are the engineers. Come on.
We'll get the comic books out. Start doing some research.
Yeah. Ask Clark.
Yeah, we'll
Clark
ring him up.
Kent. Let's get him on the pod. Sorry. Where's your game? That was a good stall.
Game
for...
time. Okay. We are gonna do a face-off, which, if you don't remember, is back and forth responses basically
Right.
between the two of you. I've already selected the topic, which is you just have to name a 40 goal scorer. They at any point in their career, at least one season, they scored
Ever.
40 goals.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be active or retired or anything. It's just we just go back and forth. I have a list up. The list does not.
I feel like I'll
have
have some
all of the
time. There'll be some
responses.
buffer time when you have to search. So
Yeah.
good.
There is going to be a
Oh,
little
for
buffer
sure,
time.
right?
You need a break. You just name an old player that you know, and then I'll have to let
Okay.
it go.
There's three pages. It's
John Beliveau.
I have it listed by number
Oh,
of
I'm
40 goal
nervous.
seasons.
I get like test anxiety.
Can I
I
take
go
a shot
first?
first? Can you go first?
Yeah, I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, go first.
Wayne Gretzky.
Let me
Oh,
see.
damn it!
Available.
Fine,
Yes.
fine.
Wayne Gretzky,
Okay.
12
Okay.
40 goal seasons.
Ooh, only? Oh, I got another shoe in. I hope I don't lose right now. Super Mario.
Mario Lemieux.
Did he get like 70 in a season? I'm pretty sure I'm fine.
He's gotten 4 60 goal seasons. I don't have
Okay,
anything
so
for
we're good.
70.
We're good.
But yeah,
So that counts for 830, right? 830 goal seasons.
he
Same thing?
had 10 40 goal seasons.
Damn. Okay.
There's like a
Is that
bunch of-
next? Is that next in order? Of how many?
Yeah. From Wayne, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After Wayne, Mario is who's had more, and then okay. Dean,
I'm
do you know
not-
who third is?
There might be, multiple people that have the same number, but
Okay.
I was gonna say there's like a bunch of old guys that like I assume have them, but I don't want to just like I'm
Right.
gonna go with the ones I'm like 100%
yeah,
confident
do
in
the
first.
most obvious ones first, because it's
Yeah.
whoever gets wrong first that we're
Right.
done,
Right.
so.
I'm not gonna just like try to like save the easy ones for later. I'm just gonna go with
Yeah,
you
go with
gotta
Ovechkin
use these
here.
Ovechkin.
Yeah.
Okay. Lame.
Ovechkin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's probably done it a couple times.
He's done it the most times, 13 seasons.
Really?
So
More
yeah,
than. Wow.
more than the great one.
Okay, I'm taking a stab in the dark. I'm not taking Dean's track here. They named a trophy after him. He probably scored 40 goals. Henri Rocket Richard.
Hold on. Give me a
Are you
moment.
shitting me? They named the goal scoring trophy after him.
I haven't found him yet, but I
Ah!
think he's probably around here.
That'd be funny. I have a couple that I'm like, they're like ones I'm confident in, but also I know Owen won't say, so I'm like, I'm good for
Right.
a while here.
I feel like I have something that you won't say.
Probably.
Maurice Richard.
Yeah, Maurice, not Henri. Maurice Rocket
Close
Richard.
enough. I'll give it to you.
Thanks. Trophy guy.
I think.
Well, actually, maybe it's Henri if he scored 40.
I think Henri wasn't he a goalie?
I don't know.
Hold up, folks. The game might have just ended.
They named a trophy after him.
Well, they named it. I mean, maybe he went by 2 names.
Was Vesna even a goalie?
Yeah, George Vesna.
He could be pulling her leg. I have no clue. George
Oh,
Stanley
okay.
Vesna.
Here we
I don't know.
go.
Damn it.
Why don't you Google him as a player instead of looking at the list?
Yeah,
I just realized that the rest of these ones were sorted by last name, so I'm fine now.
Oh,
I'm
R.
sorry, I don't see Henri Richard.
that's fucked. I'm looking it up. Henri Richard. He played in the 50s.
What about Maurice Richard?
Yeah, I said that's actually also
He
who
said
I said.
Henri first.
I said I'd
but
give him Rocket. He said Henri Rocket Richard.
He did say Rocket, that's true.
Well, Maurice Richard. Let's see.
Maurice did not score 40.
No, he did. He got 50 and 50.
Oh,
50.
Yeah, he did.
Henri did not. Maurice did? Nice,
Yeah.
that's what I said. Maurice Rocket Richard.
Which one was known as Rocket Richard? Maurice or Henri?
Yeah, Maurice.
Was it?
Pretty
Oh
sure.
yeah, because Henri was the pocket rocket. Because his brother's
Or-
nickname Rocket Richard.
Maurice did it 4 times.
Yeah.
For over 40.
Okay.
I will be generous and give it to you, even though you did say the wrong name.
So that's
Also
your only.
because
That's
it's
your
the
only
third
chance.
question of,
Yeah.
of the game, and we
Yes.
don't want to end it after
Well, I guess
10
it depends.
minutes.
How many categories do you have? But just this one.
This is the one that I've got.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, keep going.
I could quickly
Let's-
probably think
okay.
of something else, but do your best.
Okay.
I'm going to go with David
Maurice.
Osternock.
Damn, that's the one I was gonna say and be
David
petty, but I was like, you know what? No, I'll go with the trophy guy.
I guarantee you he's on this list. Yes, he
Got
is.
50
Three 40
last-
goal seasons.
Yeah. Alfie.
Daniel
He got 50 and
Alfredsson.
07.
Okay, there we go.
Connor McDavid.
Yep. Leon.
Leon who?
Draisaitl.
Yes.
Austin
Yes.
Matthews.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
6
Um,
40 goal
Pedersen.
seasons.
Elias Pettersson.
Elias Pedersen.
Didn't he hit 40 last year?
He did.
Yep.
I'm not going to bother. I know he's on there. So yeah.
No.
You know, I'm gonna go with the one I was saving just because it's a good one. Danny Heatley.
Yeah. Heater.
I think you're right. I just haven't
So
seen.
he was the what was the not the meme. There's 4 memes. It was like 50 and
Oh, 1507 was Heater, not
15.
Alfie.
yeah, 50 and 07. Danny Heatley.
That's Heater. Yeah.
Well, then hold on. Well, we gotta look.
Yeah, I
at
took
Alfredsson.
Alfredson.
Here he is.
Alfie scored 40.
Two
yeah,
40 goal seasons.
Yeah.
I didn't find
Easy money.
Pedersen, but I'm pretty.
Elias
sure.
Pettersson? But he definitely scored 40,
Well,
right?
I just haven't found his name, but I think.
Okay.
I think he's good to go.
Are you checking, Owen? It's also your turn.
Was it back to me?
I said heater.
You did say Heater.
Yeah.
Really? Wait, are you checking?
Pettersson got 39.
No.
Yeah, I'm not seeing Pedersen. I
Damn.
think
Crazy.
39.
Yeah, he got 39 last year.
Well, I was on to my ones that I wasn't 100% confident in. I was gonna say McKinnon definitely got 40, right?
At some point. And
I'm
Kopitar got
pretty
40 at some
sure.
point, right? I was going to say Kopitar next.
I'm just curious about McKinnon. He
Well,
had to.
I'll just search him, I guess.
I'll search him. Well, the game's over. I won.
You won. That was quick. Damn, I would have got out on the next one because I was about to say Kopitar, and he only got 35 as his highest.
McKinnon got 42 and
Shitter.
41. So yeah. But yeah, we were already getting.
It's McKinnon.
Oh, and then I was like,
DeBrincat would have been a good
There
one.
he is.
then I was
Yeah.
gonna say like Gordie
2
Howe
40-goal
must have.
seasons.
2. Yeah, Gordie Howe. Yeah, damn.
There were a lot of choices. So.
I mean, yeah, there's a
I'm
lot
sure.
left. And of course, I got somebody who had 39.
Yeah. Well,
You
I will
lost. You
gladly-
basically lost twice
Yeah.
with the Henri.
Yep. Damn.
Yeah,
Howe had a few.
You got a lot
There's
of
some easy
a
ones
lot
on
of
the
big
board.
names still at the top. Marcel Dion, Mike Bossy, Mike Gardner, Phil Esposito, Brett, and
Pavel
Bobby
Bure.
Hall. Bure is probably on here. Yeah, 5.
What about-
40-goal seasons?
What would be equivalent? 75 plus assist seasons?
I don't have that immediately available.
But Paul Correa, is he probably up there?
Probably.
Yeah,
Classic.
Oh, and probably God, what's his name? Peter
Mitch Marner.
Forsberg. Peter Forsberg probably scored 40 at some point.
I think so.
And
I saw
maybe even Philip
Forsberg.
Forsberg.
Probably
Yeah.
Philip Forsberg as well.
He did have one. Yeah.
Probably Martin St. Louis. Probably Nikita Kucherov.
Brad Marchand,
Probably Stammer.
Wow, you guys
Pete
are really good at
Bergeron.
this.
maybe.
See, I don't. One strike system's too hard. I want a
Wow.
points percentage.
All right. We could do another, or somebody else can be the host if you have an idea, and I can participate.
Yeah, I gotta just think. I mean, I was thinking. I like the.
Well,
I was thinking
I have
that or
one.
200 pims.
I was gonna say penalty minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a Pims season?
Oh.
Gosh, I don't think I'm gonna be very good at that one.
This is gonna be hard.
NHLstats.com, probably, or NHL.com/stats. Let's see.
All-time records. Pims.
Where were you for all time? What were
Hockey
you
DB.
looking at? Oh, NHL records. Here we go.
Yeah.
Records.
Okay, I'm gonna stop looking then.
.com.
So Brendan, you don't look either.
I'm not looking at anything.
How do I get to?
Maybe we just do like recent most Pims last season because I'm old Pims people. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Keith
Reggie.
Kachuk.
This might be a quick one.
Bang bang.
Either.
Brady Kachuk.
I don't think this website's gonna.
Matthew.
How do I just look
Kachuk.
at all players and stats? Where were you, Brendan? Website?
I was on
All players,
I was
all
on
times.
records.nhl.
What were you on?
Stats?
It had like some choices for goal scorers. Well, I'm not gonna look it up because if I find it, I'm gonna see answers.
Yeah.
You're on your own.
Okay.
Or start thinking of alternatives.
I'm just gonna look up most penalty minutes career. There we go. The first place has 3,971. But you
But the
wouldn't
thing
know-
is, we know him.
no, you wouldn't. Dave Williams.
Okay. Did he go to
Oh.
Clarkson?
David Clarkson?
No.
I
Dave
don't know.
Williams. I mean, you can just look at let
Wait,
me
I have-
I'll
I
just
have-
pull up last
I have
year's
a better
stats.
idea.
Like
Okay.
what's the cutoff for being on the list?
I don't know. But we're scrapping that idea.
Scrapping that one.
Oh,
We'll
but this
just cut
website,
this whole
this
part.
is
Let's do last year's assist leaders.
That's a strange one.
Uh-huh. But it's strange enough that you probably don't know the answers.
I wish this website was better. I'm looking on edge.nhl.com. I want to do the fastest skaters this year,
Oh.
but it only has the top 10.
Oh, it wants me to turn off ad block. Hockey reference. Okay, I did it. Let me look at the webpage now. Oh, maybe hockey references are hockey reference gives a lot of there's a lot of info on here.
These are all hard. The ones I'm coming up with.
Hmm.
Ooh. This might be too tough. Do you think you guys could go back and forth, going year by year, getting Calder winners?
Brendan would be better than me at that.
Calder?
How many? Just off the cuff, Brendan. How many you got?
I know Brenier's
Last year.
won it last
Yep.
year.
For that,
2022.
we could do this as like a buzzing thing, and I can give you guys like bits of it.
Yeah, I feel like I don't. I even.
I
2022,
have
I'm not sure.
I have one for you guys to go back and forth on.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, let me just pick up the number for the cutoff. Oh, I need to make my bigger. Okay.
Mika Kiprasov.
Just so I don't have to scroll. Well, let me see. Second page. Okay, just so I don't have to scroll. Goalies with more than 38 career shutouts.
Okay. More than 38 shutouts.
Strange.
Do we know all the names on the list?
Not all of them. You've probably never
Okay.
heard of George Hainsworth.
George Hainsworth.
He has the third most.
What?
He had
I certainly have not heard of him.
94. That was before they tracked save percentage. It was probably a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh. It was probably also before they learned to play hockey. Okay, can I go first?
You can.
Martin Brodeur.
Number 1 on the list.
Yay!
That one was
I-
mine.
that was the only. I got very nervous at the last second and thinking I needed to say the other guy that's in my head that I think you're gonna say right now.
Dominic Hasek.
No, not the guy I was thinking.
He is number 8.
Oh,
Good.
Waugh. Patty Waugh.
Patrick Waugh.
I mean, probably. Number 16.
Probably scared me a little bit.
I mean,
Wait, what is the-
I don't have the list memorized, but I'm like, that one
Yeah.
sounds like he's probably on the list.
What is the last? What is the? How many are you showing on your list? I guess you said he's number 16. How many total are you
people
looking
have
at?
more than
Yeah.
38?
Yeah.
Get bigger again.
Is it a lot?
48.
Oh Jesus. Oh, okay. So 16 is still up close
Pretty
to the top.
exclusive.
I'm thinking of how close I am to the bottom.
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, there's 48 people. 48
Okay.
goalies.
I'll go with
Okay.
Henrik Lundqvist.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Probably.
Right.
Number
I have another-
17.
Ah. Okay. Oh, Olaf Koltzig. He's really good, right? Oli the goalie. He won a couple of Vezinas. Come on. Did he play for long enough? Oh fuck.
It's over.
It's over.
Let's
Damn.
see him.
Bit off
Are
more
you
than you
kidding
could
me?
chew.
Wait,
Oli.
let me do. Crib's on 100 rows.
Shutouts are tough.
My
man.
next one was Hellebuck. I don't know if he's had enough either.
Oldvig
Yeah.
is 58th. He had 35.
Oh.
3 short. Ugh. Bummer.
You know what? I'm feeling generous now that I changed it from 50 to 100. So we'll do more than 25 shutouts.
Whoa, that changes everything.
There's 97 now.
97 people left?
There's
What?
97 people that
Total.
had more than.
Oh, okay. More than 25. Sure. So my guess is right now.
Job.
Only the goalie counts.
Two
Brendan's turn.
bailouts in this
You got-
episode.
You got another free shot, yeah.
I'll go
Right,
with
Brendan.
Marc
There's some
Andre
others-
Fleury.
There we go. And he's
Yeah.
12.
Okay. 12th. Okay.
Yeah,
Then
he
yeah, I
has,
feel.
74.
No, I'm still scared to say it.
There's some-
I'll go with oh, what's his name? The racist guy. And he played in Chicago. And he's got a brother.
Neither of them are goalies, but
No, one of them was.
well, not the two brothers I'm talking about, who also one of them's racist and played in Chicago. But anyway,
Oh no.
go on.
Okay, I guess I'll think of somebody else.
Say the last name that you were thinking of.
I can't think of it.
Hull?
No, not who I was thinking of.
Brenton
No,
Yeah,
older than that.
Bobby
Older than that.
Hole. Okay. Well, anyway,
Um,
all right. On this list, there are.
Vasilevsky. Let's move on. Right?
Yeah. He
Vazzy,
has
right?
33.
Okay.
I was gonna say there's like probably 10 at least active players.
Yeah.
I'll go with Pecorine.
Yeah, good one.
Oh, but he's not active, so I can't pick him out right away. He has 60. He's in 19th.
Damn. I'll take Connor Hellebuck. Brendan, you also look nervous for me.
No,
He has 34.
I think you're
60 seconds.
okay.
34.
Yeah. I didn't think he would be below 25.
Yeah.
38. I wouldn't have said him for. I don't think. I think he's a little
38.
too
I guess
young,
is a
but-
lot more than I thought.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
It takes a lot to get up there. Okay.
I'll say Billy Smith.
I'm also writing these in my notes to make sure no one repeats. But Billy Smith?
Yeah.
Nope.
Really? Islanders goaltender?
Let me check the.
Maybe that's his different. Maybe it's a different name. I thought. Or maybe he wasn't that good.
He 119th, 22.
Oh, 22.
22.
Wow. I thought he was way
Alright.
better than that.
You get a second shot too. 'Cause
Yeah,
Owen
yeah,
had
Brent-
another
yeah,
one.
yeah.
No
Okay.
more. This is the last time.
Do I have to say another name then, or
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay.
I'll go with.
I had one locked and loaded.
Chris Osgood.
Oh, for the Wings, for their cup
He had
runs.
50.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about Jonathan Quick? Did he play enough games? He's played for a while.
He had 60.
Ooh, doggy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Let's go.
There's also players that like you've definitely watched. Like, well, there's active
Right.
players obviously, and then other players that like have retired recently that you've watched play and like
Yeah.
out there.
I'll say.
Oh.
I'll say Carey Price. I don't know if he had enough.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. He's been around forever.
He had 49.
Okay.
Damn, that's a lot. Oh. Should have said this one earlier. Bobby Lou,
Probably.
right?
Bobby Lou?
He had 77.
Roberto Luongo.
Oh, I was like, I don't know that player.
You have a nickname?
I'm like, maybe.
Oh.
77.
77. Yeah.
77. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. It's long ago. That was one of the up there, like upper echelon goalies. Oh, what about George himself, Brendan? You're gonna try him,
George
Mr.
Vezina.
George Vezina?
I don't know.
I got it with Maurice, so kind
barely.
of. Even though I said Henri,
Yeah.
I could have just said Rocket Richard.
Yeah. I guess I'll go with George Vezina.
I don't think George is on the list,
He's
Brendan.
not
Don't
on the
go with
list.
George.
I'll go with it. on, George.
Ben Bishop is still out there. Holtby is still out there.
Tuukka Rask.
Yeah,
Puka,
I
Tim
thought about
Thomas,
Rask.
Cujo.
I don't know. I don't think Thomas did, but yeah. Let me go through some notable ones here.
So it confirmed that was wrong.
Correct.
Damn. I was like, whatever.
That's
I
fair.
really didn't have that many more in the quiver, so.
I feel like
a lock and Rask right next to each other.
Yep.
Cujo,
Yep. Cujo. Yep.
Ken Dryden,
What about Van Beesbrook?
Brian Elliott.
Oh, Brian.
Van Beesbrook was the first cover, or not the? I think maybe the first cover athlete for the NHL games, or the first like one that wasn't just like an action shot or something. I forget, but
He was racist.
Mike Smith,
That
Ryan
just came
Miller,
out like the
Greg
Sault
Anderson.
Ste. Marie
Craig.
they're taking his banner down.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Because he's racist.
Marty Turco, Varlamov, Bobrovsky,
What about
Brody?
What about Corey Crawford? Is he on there?
John Sebastian Jaguar. We'll see. I haven't seen him yet.
Who is that?
Terry Lettinen,
Oh,
Sean
I think
Burke.
it's just an M. Old ass Chicago
Anthony
player.
Niemi,
What about
Ian
Weeksy?
Holtby,
Kevin Weeks?
Ilya Brizgalov,
Oh yeah.
Steve Mason, Ben Bishop, Devin
Why do you have to
Dubnyk.
be bad?
Doobie?
Ben Bishop. I said Bishop.
Well, after, but yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
after I won.
So was after.
Kemper, Tim Thomas. He had
Kemper,
31.
yep.
Martin
Makita.
Jones,
No, that's not what I was thinking of.
Cam Talbot, James Reimer.
Terry Sawchuk is what I was thinking of.
Oh.
Terry Sawchuk. Or maybe Johnny Bauer?
Who was number 2 on the list, Dean? Did we get
No,
that one?
Tony Esposito. Tony Esposito is
Yeah,
who I was
yep,
thinking
yeah,
of.
sorry.
Oh, Phil
Wait.
and Tony.
Before I
Phil and
scroll all
Tony.
the way back up, Andy Moog. He was a
Tony Esposito won the Vezina and the Calder in the same
Cam
year.
Ward, Mike Vernon, Corey
That's
Schneider.
crazy.
Razik is
What?
okay.
Oh, okay, he had a 932. That's actually
Terry
insane.
Sawchuk was number
15
2.
shutouts.
Oh.
15 shutouts in 1 year.
Damn.
Holy cow. Yeah, he had Esposito had 76 in his career.
That's good.
Damn. CBH? Oh, Chicago Blackhawks. That's weird to see him abbreviated as CBH.
Yeah, they don't normally do that. CHI.
Yeah.
I don't like when
This
people
is
mess
soccer
with the
reference.
abbreviations.
I know you don't. Shit, 932 is crazy.
Right now, Tyler Sagan is
That's a
golfing at the
26-year-old.
golf course right behind, or in Mexico, right behind where we normally stay.
Oh, really?
cool.
Yeah, too bad we're not.
Okay.
Our parents or my parents aren't there right now though. But
You just
Yeah,
missed
come
them.
say hi.
Do you want to have a special guest for the last 10 seconds of the podcast?
Damn.
He just got home.
I don't
Well, he
have an
messaged
overlay prepared for you and him
For-
being here.
Yeah. That's fair.
I think that's enough for. I mean, it's gonna be a short episode anyway. We already spent.
Yeah, it's probably
An
not
hour and a
that
half?
short now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
My burrito was dinged a while ago.
well, we'll have more for you in the next episode. As far as we'll talk about the All-Star festivities, and we might
We're still planning on live streaming that Friday.
Yeah, I was thinking about
We're gonna
that.
advertise it, but like, well, this isn't gonna be out yet.
Yeah, we'll have
Hope
to.
you enjoy the live
have to tweet it.
stream.
If we did the live stream, yeah. What day
it
were
was
we thinking of
fun.
doing it for? The
I
draft
think
day?
for the All-Star Friday, All-Star game, or not the All-Star game,
The
the
skills
skills
competition.
comp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the draft is not really that long enough, I
I
guess,
mean, that
to
could be fun too, but yeah.
They got
I
like
think
the
Friday would be
mascot stuff going on too, but I don't know.
Friday night.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think we'll probably do that on Friday. It'll already have happened.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Or hopefully you
Hopefully
didn't
you
miss it
tuned in.
if it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no one knows that we're gonna be on Twitch under some Twitch name that we haven't made yet, probably. So
Yeah, we haven't made it yet.
well, it'll just be a different bod or something to link in YouTube.
Yeah, we might make a separate video with the highlights or whatever.
We
Why
don't
don't we
know
just
what we're
stream it on
doing.
YouTube, on the YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's
Well,
live
that's what I
stream on
mean.
YouTube.
Like cut like a highlight video of it or whatever.
No, Owen's
Right,
saying
no,
it's
but I'm
live
just like
stream
stream it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Why do Twitch?
Oh yeah, also too.
Because we already have the account. We'll
We
see
can
it here.
go live on our
Friday.
TikTok too.
No, that got banned.
I'm still
I got
working on
banned,
that
yeah.
actually. I'm still chatting with them. Well, trying to get information on that.
Oh, well.
They keep telling me the same things over and over again and telling me that I should just appeal or I can appeal, but it's like I have to log into the account in order to appeal it, but I
won't
can't
let you
log in
into the
because
account.
you banned me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm still working
Yeah.
on it. Hopefully I get in touch with the actual human being at some point here and
Might be
the
helpful.
decision's reversed, but yeah, it's been an annoying process for not giving me any information whatsoever as to why I was banned.
Dumb.
Anyways, that's
Anyways,
it. That's it.
thanks for
now.
coming.
Yeah, thanks for being here. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe or follow, depending on the platform. And we're here. We're making videos.
All day, every day. Once a week.
Yeah, that's the same. Say, take care.
Bye.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Chips Love Hockey podcast. I mean, Hockey Loves Chip. Wait,
Chips.
Bread
Hockey
loves...
loves chips podcast.
Somebody's got to be loving something with chips.